Now, imagine you are lying on the couch, enjoying your weekend, and your mind runs through everything you need to accomplish next week, along with anxiety and dread. Have you ever experienced that strange feeling? If your answer is yes, so you have been through Sunday scaries, a sense of panic creeping up as the last few hours of the weekend slip away. And don't worry, you are not alone because the curse it has become a catchphrase over the past decade. And as many people of my age, I just wonder why we get a range of negative feelings like anxiety, dread, or fear in our free time, especially in our weekends. So I believe that hustle culture may answer my question. Moreover, it may pose a bigger threat in modern society. We are erasing leisure from our life. Therefore, today I will take an insight into hustle culture and explain how it turns us into a burnout generation. Now let's come back to Sunday scaries. How it is related to hustle culture? Well, besides the obvious fact that the transition from the weekends to weekdays is not pleasant at all, Sunday scaries also imply a response to some sort of perceived threat. You know, it could be the fear of performance at work, the supervisor's evaluation, the challenge of the task, or the heavy workload, even the guilt about doing nothing in 2 days off. Whatever it is, anxiety, fear, or guilt, it shows a bigger problem of our generation, hustle culture in which we are upset with work. So, what is hustle culture? In a nutshell, hustle culture refers to constantly striving toward and being in love with the idea of work. It sounds good, right? Until it has erased the fine line between work and life. This concept is no longer a newcomer, as it is reflected clearly in recent surveys that more and more young people tend to feel fretful when not absorbed by tasks or, a bad job. So we can see that the grind has spilled over into what should be personal time, and even leisure activities like meditation and yoga. They are increasingly popular now because they are meant to heighten physical stamina and attention spans. So, since when has workaholism become a lifestyle, and how do we move to a world where leisure only exists for the sake of work? So, except for the strong rise of capitalism, the main cause is probably the nature of modern society. In primitive society, people regard a strong sense of community. They live in groups and work is shared by group members. Shared labor means shared value. And so everyone is the same and there is no competition. And they also don't have future-oriented thoughts. If they win a big game kill, they work fewer hours and do non-work activities like dancing, singing, and cave painting. But modern society places a high value on superiority, materialism, and careerism. In our community, everyone has their own job, which requires different qualifications as well as offers different ways. As a result, specialization spreads, followed by the emergence of competition. So apparently, hustle culture is also a product of that society. It stems from the mentality that you can only succeed when you exert yourself at max capacity. Absolutely, it plays a role in making a remarkable progress of humankind. But on the other hand, it also brings about an endless aspiration. A typical instance of this is "I will be happy when" syndrome. Do you find it familiar? Or let me take an example. I will be happy when I have a bigger house, when I have a higher position, when I get more money. It's familiar, right? And by this way, hustle culture makes work, not family or any interpersonal relationship, becomes a key to happiness. But the question is, are we happy? I think no. The point is, hustle culture does not help you realize what your goals in life really are. It seems to give you a sense of meaning and fulfillment at first, but at the cost of other aspects of the life, as it leads to burnout, depression, social isolation, and any mental illness, making millennials lose their purpose and feel stuck of something like a sense of identity. You know, the busy need to feel busy in the eyes means finding the purpose in life or building their self-worth is unexpectedly become a source of pressure and suffering. Moreover, it is considered as a way to boost productivity, but working constantly without breaks is likely to create distraction, thus reducing efficiency and hurting organization in the long run. So it seems like a trap, and we are just laboratory mice instead. Now we have seen how hustle culture makes us never feel satisfied and becomes like a work in our society. Now we need to put an end to this trend, or it could put an end to our leisure. Because a society which is obsessed with productivity will never understand the importance of leisure. As someone said, letting your mind freely is a big resource to your creativity. So, believe me, it is never wasting time to engage in leisure activity that have revitalized you. So, if you are living in a hustle culture, please be aware to avoid the trap itself and learn in heart that regarding your leisure time is also a work. Let's start by a truly recharging weekend. Thank you.